Hey friends, Nadia from Nadia's Crafty Corner bringing you this adorable, luxurious, sparkly, boho chic tap hat. And from this, we are going to make a beautiful centerpiece featuring a beautiful pumpkin. We are going to use some gaps and cracks to start off with our pumpkin and various leaves and forms of pampas grass that we are going to add throughout our centerpiece. This can also be raised, so when you're making it, pay attention to how you want it to look. So we're going to start by gluing our tap hat onto our foam, and then we are going to start inserting 3 at a time all our different leaves and pampas grass. I start with a white because I wanted a contrast against the blue pumpkin. We are going to insert various shapes of blue and other different elements to give us volume, texture, and beautiful colors. These items can be found at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So we're going to start knowing that our pumpkin could also be raised. So you want to pay attention to the kind of centerpiece we're making. I am going to be more on one side, and I wanted my hat to be raised. The foam that I'm using is about 2.5 inches high. So we're going to start by placing our hat so that we know how to build the centerpiece around it. And of course, once you start gluing it, you want to give it some time to dry. Our tap hat can be found on our website. You can find the link below. We have multiple different styles and colors, or you could also purchase our amazing tutorial with different tips and little tricks. So all we keep doing is adding our elements 3 at a time. When I inserted the leaves, which are made of some type of wood, keep in mind they are not bendable. So you want to make them the length that you desire. That's why I try ahead of time, making sure that, because once you place them, they can't really be moved. So I wanted one to be almost part of the hat and the other 2 to be on the base of my blue pampas grass to give more definition between the pumpkin and the elements that we are adding. We are going to keep adding a little bit more elements to keep it interesting. I am not, in this particular case, adding any greenery. I'm just leaving it as natural as I possibly can. And believe it or not, if you know me, you know I love my bows, but no bow on this boho arrangement. And you're also going to see for this arrangement, I will not be using any type of moss to cover any of our foam. Everything will be covered by all the little elements that we're going to keep adding, including the back of it, because yes, I want my back to look as clean and pretty as the front. So of course, the hat will only be pretty on one side. The other side does not have the pearls or the bling. However, it is very well finished and pretty as well. For our hats, friends, we do use them as wreath attachments. And when we do that, we do place a long wire in the back so that we can very comfortably attach it to the wreath. So as you've noticed, this arrangement is not the same on both sides. So you'll have one side that it's longer than the other, because I want to leave myself the option to use it or display it in different ways. So if you want to put it on a pedestal, you will have one side that it's a little longer and it looks actually very pretty. If you leave it like so on the table, still looks finished and beautiful. We are going ahead and filling in the back. Like I said, it will not have the pampas grass and so many elements, but we are putting the shorter pampas grass, as you see me do here, and the sandalwood leaves to make sure that we cover everything up and we have a pretty piece all the way around. And you know, if you know me, I did not add a bow, but I did add little touches of ribbon, making all these cute little swirls. And by the way, that's the same ribbon that I have used for the trim of my top hat. So it just has a little touch because we do like texture, volume, putting together with all these elements. And there you have it, friends, a beautiful pumpkin boho centerpiece. And the hat, the way we made it, it's not just for the pumpkin. That could be used all year round for any type of arrangement. Enjoy!